This is the TJ Show. J-Bo, I was out on the street and I was tapping some random strangers on the shoulder, asking them some questions.
All right.
And one of the questions I asked was, do they have a memory from their childhood when they were back in school and they can think of something that someone did for them that was so nice and it sticks with them today? I have a story with one person that I'll never forget, and actually gave me this incredible boost of confidence that I didn't have before she did this. And I'll tell you that story in a few moments. But first, let's hear from Ellen, who I met. Do you have a story? Does one stand out?
Oh, okay. David Keeney. He one time drew a colored pencil portrait of me on the back of an envelope and mailed it to me. And it was beautiful, and I have it hanging in my home still to this day.
So as a little kid, and now you still have that?
Of course, it was beautiful. And he was in many ways one of the most creative people I ever met.
But interesting that you remember that so vividly.
Well, he was, I think, an exceptionally creative, kind person.
It's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Well, my pleasure.
And that's so cool. She's still got it hanging up in her house today. Do you have any memory from when you were a kid, you were in school, where a kid did something so exceptionally nice for you?
Yes, I do.
What was it? Right away, he remembers.
It involved bullying. I guess I was probably in about second or third grade, and I had just gotten glasses. I was being teased about the glasses, and I had a friend. He told the other kids to stop, and he accepted me for my myopic self.
What was the kid's name?
You're taking back. Hold on. His name was Peter.
There you go.
I remember that one. Yeah. Well, it's kind of like what do you call it? Your stand by me friends, right?
Aww.
Yep.
You only have those relationships once in your life.
Yeah.
So that was a good group of kids I was with.
Isn't that so special? Here, Peter did a very simple thing. Just defended a guy who had glasses, and it stuck with him as a grown man.
Yeah.
He still remembers that.
That was his Peter Parker.
Seriously, it means that much. Do you have any memories of your school days where someone did something so exceptionally nice for you that it still sticks with you to this day?
In high school, maybe sophomore year, actually, there was a bad part that some kids stole something from me, but my friends got together, my good friends, and basically forced them, my friends who were bigger and tougher than me, to give my money back.
But isn't that amazing that all these years later, I know you're a young man still, but all these years later, that still stands out, and it's like one of the first things you think of. People coming together is like so deeply ingrained in your heart.
Sure. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? People helping each other.
I mean, it's just a reminder when we have an opportunity to defend someone or help someone or even just do something kind, like a little colored pencil picture.
Yeah.
It really impacts people, and it seems so small at the time. These people were all probably in their 40s or 50s.
Okay.
And look at that.
Yeah,
Maybe
and it
even
stays with them.
Yeah, the last guy may have been in his 60s. It's with him. It's a part of who he is.
That's right.
And we actually have the power to do that for people, which is amazing. With me, the one that stood out to me was I had almost no confidence when I was a little boy, and I'll never forget my friends and we pulled up to this Dunkin' Donuts. And a girl that I went to school with who I really liked was drinking a mochaccino.
Okay.
And I said, "Oh, what are you drinking there?" She goes, "A mochaccino. Have you ever had one?" And I said, "No." And she goes, "Do you want a sip of mine?" And I almost went dizzy and passed out. She passed over her drink, and I actually took a sip, and I gave it back to her. She acted like it was totally normal.
Yeah, you guys kind of sort of kissed.
Well, that was my theory.
Yeah, for sure.
Totally. So, not that I'm saying anyone should do that, and I would tell my girls, never give your drink to anyone. But you know what I'm saying. For me, it meant a lot.